managing your lifestyle is hard enough, let alone trying to help someone else manage theirs. So, how do you have that conversation? And what do you need to know? And which models can you use? And which theory applies to the conversation you're having? Because everything you say needs to be framed properly so that whoever you're talking with is going to be receptive to the idea of change to find the motivation. That was day 2 in a nutshell of the health coach module, day 7 of my journey here to become a certified personal trainer, or at least a trainer of functional movement and of health coaching. Absolutely fascinating. There's a huge syllabus with a lot of dense information, but the classroom conversation is even denser, sometimes a bit long and maybe a bit slow, but we cover so many topics related to not the theory of motivation, which you can get from the videos in the syllabus, but the how to then actually get to the conversation in a way that is most likely to have a positive effect on the attitude and behavior of the person we're working with, even ourselves. So like, do I understand if somebody's motivation is intrinsic or if it's integrated, it's rooted in their values, they're here because that's what they are supposed to do, or maybe they've identified it. Are they being sent, or are they choosing themselves to actually go and make these lifestyle changes? I might be rambling a bit, but that's because there's a lot to process here and it hasn't quite fallen into place yet. That was a lot easier with functional movement, it was a bit more straightforward. Whereas this is still more kind of like the rain, the snow kind of falling to the ground and covering the landscape before it makes it beautiful. Maybe that's a good way, or a nice visual image to put it in. And thinking about this, so okay, I have some models. We have like what is your wish? What is the result? What are the obstacles? What is the plan? Am I engaged? Am I guiding you? Am I guarding you in the conversation? What kind of interventions can we plan? And how does such an intervention take place? And in what order of importance can we, or the areas of intervention when it comes to lifestyle? So if we, for example, have a choice between smoking or moving, which one would be prioritized? Well, apparently the biggest delta in health comes from stopping the habit of smoking or changing the smoking habit. Whereas sleep, whereas alcohol, whereas food in that hierarchy, and how can you present options in a way that matches a person's need for autonomy, but maybe also for mastery or belonging, but also for dignity. And these conversations, because they maybe are emotionally charged, like health is probably a very emotional subject, can escalate quite quickly. Wrong word choice, wrong interpretation. People might get defensive. People might start to wonder what the socially desirable answer is in the situation. And there is a sort of an authority relationship, right? As you are positioned as the health coach, the health expert in this way, and that domain of motivation and kind of interventions, whereas they are the expert of their life. But you need to kind of lead and structure and guide that conversation responsibly and in good conscience. So yeah, a lot to think about today, but a fun day, and a good day tomorrow as well. Also looking forward to having a cup of coffee with the group that we'll be spending like 7 days together before the class. Like, we've taken an hour out of our week to arrive early and to like have a social chat, which I think is also a big plus of a program like this. Meeting new people, new adults, people you want to talk to in the regular flow of life, going to work, spending time with the kids, birthdays. So an expansion of the social circle, which I'm not sure if that's a primary psychological need, but it definitely is a good one to invest in. Looking forward to tomorrow. A lot more to read, a lot more to watch, um, and a lot more to learn, but still excited about where this program is going, and so much insight in human communication, which I can understand is important when you're going to be training someone with the P of personal in the training, but also at work, but also my kids, and also my relationships with friends. Being a better communicator and being a better friend, being able to ask, um, you know, uh, good questions and have conversations about things that we find really matter in life.